Hey guys, this is Coach Bill, Fat Loss Made Easy. Good morning to all of you on a really kind of a beautiful, what is today, Tuesday morning so far. Or actually it's lunchtime, I think. I lose track when it comes to the days we're fasting, so I kind of lose track to if it's lunch, breakfast, or dinner because when you've been doing the intermittent fasting and the high fat, low carb meal plans as long as we have, you lose track of. You don't really focus too much anymore on when it's time to eat. You don't have it could be an issue, but you don't have that mindset anymore. So today, guys, him and I just got back from the gym, and I actually wanted to do this video yesterday, which is an update on our longer fastings and exercising at the same time. And it's a controversy here. We have it's a pretty good one too, I think. Today is Emily and I's, we do a 42-hour fast. So last night we pretty much finished our last meal around 6 or 7. And we won't have another meal, or we won't have any calories at all until probably sometime tomorrow after we work out. Now, normally on Wednesdays, we try to work out about 9:30 or 10. So we'll probably work out in a fasted state at about 42 hours, and we'll probably break our fast at 43 hours. And those of you that follow me know that there is a proper way to break a extended fast or prolonged fast that won't affect your digestive tract and put it in a shock mode. That's one thing you don't want to do when you're doing these longer fastings. So you can go to my YouTube video, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, and there's videos in there showing how to actually break a long fast. Also go to my Facebook group page, join it. And I got training videos in there also on how to break a longer fast properly without damaging or getting your gut upset about it. But anyway, guys, so just kind of give you a little update on my longer fastings. I started about 6 weeks ago, maybe. Could be longer than 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks now. I started doing, for about, 3 weeks, I did two 42-hour fastings a week, and then did my normal 20-hour fasting on Saturday. So I was doing a 42-hour on Tuesday and a 42-hour on Thursday, and then I was doing a 20-hour on Saturday. And like I reported, did that for about 3 weeks and had no issues with losing any kind of strength, energy. Felt no issues at all as far as starvation. Had a couple hunger waves, light ones, but no big deal. I was able to blow through those by drinking my apple cider vinegar, hydrogen-rich water, and sea salt whenever I did them. But I decided after 3 weeks to continue with the 42-hour fastings because of the benefits, not only for us seniors to help slow premature aging, but I want to get into autophagy deeper, at least once a week, to help add more lean muscle to this old body. And obviously, following science, science is also saying that by doing the longer fastings, we're actually producing new muscle stem cells along with new immune system stem cells. So with what's going on today with this virus, I obviously want to make sure my immune system is amped up, and I want to do it naturally. But so what happened yesterday, and the reason why I wanted to update you guys is Emily and I both, even at this old age and with the football body that I have, guys, our strength is still going up. I'm going to have to give you guys an example of what I mean. That yesterday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is our heavier lifting days when we're doing our interval strength training. And then Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, we still lift basically heavy, but we do more. We add a higher reps and drop our weights down a little bit. We change up our routine a little bit on those last 3 days. But on yesterday, I did my flat dumbbell presses, And those of you know that follow me, that I keep a logbook on all my exercises, and I write down every single day, or every time I work out, I write down reps and weight, because that's the only way you're going to really know when it's time to go up in your weights, because you obviously don't want to stay at the same weight, especially if you're getting stronger, because the whole idea is to document your strength, and that's how you know you're getting stronger, is because you're able to add more weight to your exercises that you're doing. And so yesterday I did my flat dumbbell presses, which is my interval strength training, and I blew up 60 pounds my first set of 12 reps, pretty easy. So I knew that I could go up maybe 5 pounds on my second set from the week before. So I bumped up my second set to 75 pounds. Now I'm doing a minute rest in between sets. So I'll do the 60 reps 12 times, and then I'll take a minute rest, and I jumped up to 75 pounds and did that one 10 times. Actually, and I blew right through it, and I really was kind of shocked that it was that easy for me. So then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go up on my third set an extra 5 pounds, and I'm going to do 80 pounds flat dumbbell presses, and I'm going to do that for 8 reps. And again, when I took the 80 pounds off the rack, I knew then that I'll blow up these 80 pounds. So I did. I did 8 reps. Well, I thought, you know what? I have to go up more weight on my fourth set is always going to be my max set. My reps are around 6 reps. The last 2 sets of those 6 reps, I've got to make sure that I have to struggle. I'm supposed to struggle. That's the whole idea. It's supposed to be 85% of my max. Guys, I mean, when I took the 90 pounds off the racks, again, I realized I can do this without a spotter. And I did it. I did 90 pounds flat dumbbells. I do our pause at the top. I do our pause at the bottom. On the negative motion, I count 3 slowly down. I don't bounce. I don't blow them up. I do them really strict. And even Emily said those were really easy for you to do, and I was shocked. So then my last set is I do 12 reps, and normally I do 70 pounds, and I decided no, everything was kind of easy, so I jumped it up to 75 pounds. And I blew up 12 reps at 75 pounds. And I'm getting close to where I was when I was in my competing days as far as lifting weights. It's about being heavy, but I'm like 30, 40 pounds less than I was back then. And so the conclusion, or the reason why I'm bringing this up, is for those of you that are skeptics or that are poo-pooing intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting while you're exercising, because you heard from somebody who is not educated about the physiology of the body, or they're not educated about the science behind intermittent and prolonged fasting that actually will help to boost your muscle building hormones throughout the day, which you need in order to add lean muscle at any age. Also, I want to bring this up because there's a lot of skeptics out there that are saying that if you incorporate intermittent fasting or do too many prolonged fastings, you're going to actually you're going to lose your lean muscle mass. And in a sense, that's true, but if you know what you're doing and you have the right tools to monitor what you're doing and you know how to do it, well, then it's not true, because I am doing a 42-hour fast today, which is Tuesday. I'll do a 20-hour to 22-hour fast on Thursday, and I'll do a 20-hour fast on Saturday. And on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I don't usually have my first meal until around 17 or 18 hours after I ate the night before. So technically, I'm fasting every single day, basically. And I'm actually adding more strength, and I'm adding lean muscle and still burning off that middle of my back, or my midsection, which I'm finally burning some of that off, and my back, where I hold a lot of my fat. So Emily and I have completely blown that myth out of the water that you're going to lose lean muscle by fasting too many times a week. And technically that's what we're doing. But we know, but the one thing I don't do, guys, and this is the biggest mistake most people out there are making when they're doing intermittent or prolonged fasting while they're trying to add lean muscle. We do alternate day fasting, and we have our clients do alternate day fastings because that is the simplest and easiest way to introduce somebody to intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting, and to where they can get acclimated to it, and knowing that one day they're going to feast, and one day they're going to basically not eat. So you have a feasting day, and then you have a non-feasting day. So that's what we do. We have a non-fasting day, and then we have a fasting day. Well, on my non-fasting day, guys, I'm not cutting myself short of any calories. I'm not even measuring calories at all. I'm eating whatever I want, which is always clean. But I'm eating as many calories as I feel like eating. So if after on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, when we're done exercising, I'm going to break that 17 or 18-hour fast with some kind of lean meat. I'll do either lean chicken, comes out to about 30 grams of protein, or I'm going to do a bone broth protein powder in my almond milk and in my kefir. I'll break that fast with that, and that's about another 30 grams of protein also. And then 2 hours later, I'm going to have a main meal, which is going to have like 40 to 50 grams of protein, and I'll have around 60 grams or 60 grams of fat. I'll have 60% of my calories will be fat at my main meal. And so, but I'm not restricting my calories. I'm eating, if I feel like eating an hour later, I'll snack on something. If I feel like having 3 or 4 different meals in that window, that 6-hour window or whatever window I have, I'm not restricting my diet, my calories at all. See, that's the biggest mistake I'm seeing so far, is that people think more is better when it comes to lessening their calories in order to lose more fat, and that's not true. Your metabolism will shut down, and it will catch up. It will lower itself to catch up to the amount of calories you're bringing in that day. So when you're doing an intermittent fasting, or if you're doing alternate day fasting, yeah, you're going to restrict your calories on your fasting day. That's normal. That's fine. But make sure on your non-fasting days, don't restrict your calories thinking that more is better, and if you restrict it more, you're going to lose more weight. No, don't. Take that non-fasting day and eat as many calories as you want. You don't have to count them. You don't have to worry about that, but just make sure you bring in enough protein and enough calories and enough good dietary fat in. And don't worry about restricting your calories, because that's going to cause issues in the long run. So that's pretty much why we're so successful when doing these 42-hour fasts. Now, a tip I'm going to give you guys that we've learned is on Monday, I have to make sure that my last meal on Monday night before my 42-hour fast the next day, I got to make sure I bring in enough protein in that day. I'm trying to bring in between 169 to 190 grams of protein that day, and I got to make sure I have enough good dietary fat that day also. So I want to bring in about 60 to 65% of my calories. I want to bring that in as good dietary fat. I usually do it with either olive oil, or I'll do MCT oil. I make sure I have two halves of avocado that day, Sometimes I'll put in coconut cream in my coffee as a fat coffee. But I want to make sure I bring in enough calories in on Monday, enough protein in on Monday, and especially enough good dietary fat on Monday night on my last meal, because that helps carry me through my 42-hour fast. Okay? So guys, those of you that have heard other health professionals boo-hoo intermittent and prolonged fastings when you're trying to add lean muscle, because they're telling you it's going to actually cause you to lose lean muscle. It's not true, but there is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and that's why we're going to be launching our new online personal coaching website, hopefully this week. And we're going to have courses and packages in there for not only to help you lose weight, but to add lean muscle. For those of you that have type 2 diabetes or fatty liver disease, we're going to give you guys a course and packages on how to reverse both of those and get off the medication. And also in there I have a nutritional program for those of you that just need help in setting up your meal plans and not having to guess and make all the mistakes that we've made over the last 40 years. I've come up with a nutrition program, and I kept it at a very affordable price because I want everybody to fully be educated on the root cause of why they're gaining body fat when they're over 40 plus, or why it's so hard to lose that belly fat, or even why can't you're on type 2 diabetic medication, but your blood sugar still isn't in a healthy range. You've been on the medication for years, it's still not working. Well, science has been telling us for years that there is no medication out there that's going to reverse type 2 diabetes. But there is a nutritional program that will naturally reverse it and get most of you off the medication when given the right tools. So be looking for that for our training website. Hopefully will be coming online. But if you'd like to know more information about our courses and programs, then just email me at bill@billmabrycoaching.com, and I'll send you the information on those packages and courses that we're going to be offering. So guys, I hope this video gave you some insight on doing a prolonged fasting while trying to add lean muscle. And I hope it helped you understand that don't be afraid of doing intermittent fasting or a prolonged fasting while you're trying to lose weight and add lean muscle. Okay? Guys, have a great day, and I'll see you guys at the next video.